Okay, welcome back to the Quest for Details. We're at a location where I found my gold coin and lots of other cool things, and we have... Where is she? There she is. Any hopes or dreams for today?
Absolutely. I would be happy to find a Wheatie or a silver spoon. In case you didn't notice.
Oh, new rubber boots. I noticed the whole outfit was very together and you know, ready for outdoor adventure. Early February, so it is freezing and kind of muddy, but the ground is soft. I'm using the Garrett AT Pro. We are going to turn it on. We have the headphones on today. I'm going to turn my sensitivity up to almost max. We got full battery. I am going to put it on proportionate audio mode and in 0, which means no iron discrimination at all, because I'm going to listen to it all, and that's how we're going to run. Wow, I could barely get into my first target, and we got an axe head over here.
Maybe not new.
No, probably not
not
new.
old.
No, it is old. Look at the square shape of that, for sure. Look at the square back edges on that, and the wedge shape. Wow. The wood's long gone. Plus, let me show you this about where you're digging. You know, we always go over there because that's where the ruins of the bar and stuff are. But do you see this cement slab?
Oh.
Now look how small it is. It goes right to this corner here, and it comes along here. And do you see what's growing out of the cement slab?
Yeah.
Like a 200-year-old oak.
I thought this was just like extra cement someone threw here.
No, if you look at it real carefully, it's a square. There was, I think, 20 to 25 fishing cabins that were out here at the turn of the century.
And you think they had cement bases?
Yeah, it was like the 1900s. The gold coin that I found was from 1903.
Yeah.
This is when all the hot springs were happening out here. And look how big these were.
That.
Yeah, well, this one grew right out of it. This one might have been right in front of it. This is the edge of it. They had concrete since Roman days, but definitely in the 1900s.
Well,
and I know for a fact that so.
Did I already cover my hole?
And they were coming up here. It was the headquarters of the North American Trout Fishing Association. And they came up here, and you could rent cabins for 25 cents a weekend. You got to understand, in those days, that Europe had already had fishing and hunting going on for thousands of years, and the East Coast had been populated since the colony days, and this was the Wild West with all of its beautiful rivers. And this river, before there was dams put on it, ran all the way out to San Francisco Bay, and this was actually the spawning grounds were actually at the riffle. So this is the spot where you could come and experience everything that would have been running up the San Francisco Bay into the tributaries during the 1903. The Wright brothers had not yet flown their flight. I believe we're talking to Alaska. Hi, Jess. In my next clump of dirt. Oh. Well, it's got the color for sure of the time period that we're looking for. It looks like a little, oh yeah, a little push pin with the fold over tabs. But it goes in the bag and gets brought back. Saved from rusting into oblivion. Okay, we got a 69, it's probably a round top. But that's also the signal of the gold coins, so you have to dig them off. Now I have to show you the bottle dump that's on top of the hill here. Okay, that's out of the hole. I'll use the pinpointer so I can talk at you. Yeah, I found a bottle dump and it's full of... Oh, we can turn that on. Oh, we got our first coin at least, yay! It's a Zinkin, so it's a Lincoln Memorial copper penny, 1 cent US, made after 1983, so it's composed of zinc instead of copper. Fourth target, and I bet you can't spot this. It's right there. In amongst all the leaves. Here's where we are. I mean, we're going in between all this and in between the peas. And do you see it yet? It's right there. Just under that leaf. Oh wait, it is the leaf. Looks like an earring. Or a pin. Because that's kind of a huge earring, but I guess it would fly. But yeah, it's like, I believe it to be a silver leaf. It might even be silver. You'd think it would be stamped though. For right now, it's hard to tell. I guess it's not super old because that's probably glued or welded. But we found jewelry, which is cool. It's not always necessarily one of the options at a site like this. And we'll take it. Looking for the next horde of lost coins, or if there was people coming out here and losing one, they were losing a lot. There was a brothel and everything else out here. It's a crossroads, a fording point. There's schools up here that are lost and long burnt down. You never know. Stick with the quest for details.
It's a wheelie. I think it says 1919.
Definitely nice green on there. I bet you it's early 20s. 1919.
1919?
Yep.
Whoa!
How's that feel? That's when they were out here fishing with fly rods. That's
it's
when
my second
people were
oldest coin ever.
They were touring the West, you know.
1919. Wow. Okay, well, I'm gonna stay where I am, I guess.
Quest on.
I can't believe it.
Are you in the periwinkle patch?
Yeah.
That's old too, probably. You know periwinkle.
Well, the land must have been more.
Oh,
back
for
in
sure.
The day because of the river, how much it eats every year.
Yeah.
A 1919 Wheatie? Wow.
Just a look at some of the things going on in 1919. World War I had just ended, and with the Treaty of Versailles on June 28th, it was formally over. The president was Woodrow Wilson. The German Workers' Party, a precursor to the National Socialist German Workers' Party known as the Nazis, was forming. Prohibition began with the 18th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution. Our 60th president, Theodore Roosevelt, passed away in his sleep. Babe Ruth was sold by the Red Sox to the Yankees for the highest price ever paid for an athlete. In July, the Chicago race riots began. The 19th Amendment, which would grant suffrage to women, was passed, and there was various strike based on the labor movement occurring all over the United States. The U.S. Railroad Workers strike, the Longshoremen strike, the Great Strike, and a general strike in Seattle, which consisted of 65,000 workers and lasted until federal troops were summoned to put it down. head off an old fishing jig, I think. Or who knows how old, because I was fishing out here last year. We are working a spot here in between the trees and the clutter. Just trying to give you a shot of literally what we're working through. And then just going through these little areas you can see I won't be able to get through there. For now, some of these are actually supposed to get thinned out, and then after that, maybe, but there'll be the next area. And these areas haven't been picked through by me, at least, or anybody that I know. And I just got this big square bolt L bracket. Looks pretty darn old. Looks like the holes were made with a welding torch because it's still kind of slaggy on one side. But yeah, I just want to let you know what we were on to. The matching one next to it. So, whatever that held up is long gone, but the metal's still there. I gotta find a place to stack these for now. It seems like you're always having that debate in your head about if you're gonna dig another signal. It's reading up 68, which makes me think, oh, am I really gonna get any gold? What are you? It is a piece of jewelry. It's an earring. I believe I clipped it a little bit. No, it's okay. Looks like a sundial with turquoise set around it. Get that the right way. What's the back say? Mexico 925. Silver. Not bad. That's beautiful. Just made into a pendant. And well, I guess it's silver. It's not gold. But it rang up $70, $72. I guess that's silver numbers. Looks a little gold in the middle there, but we'll set that here and we'll figure out what the noise, it's kind of like it, but not quite is here. I'm going to go ahead and be a little more careful than I was being. Yeah, no, that's a piece of aluminum can. What else? See, these dried plants I'm going through are usually peas, and wild peas, and man, when they are green, they stand, you know, very tall, like halfway up your shaft, and you could never get through here, so. Okay, I'm stoked. I'm gonna move on. There's that cleaned up. There's our marks, our 925 Mexican silver. Fine stuff. And look, that's basically a silver coin. We're definitely unskunked. Yay! Are you running on 0?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're finding things, more things that are, you know, you love relics anyways, and look how beautiful that is. That's a wall piece.
Yeah.
I actually don't know what that is. I thought it was a gear. It's not a gear.
It's concave.
Well, you know, you'd think it was a gear at first
It
as
looks
you
like
held
a
it up.
Starfish.
It's definitely not a gear. That broke off of there. I think this is a ornate base.
Oh.
I think this is the base for like an ornate lamp, and at first you'd be like, it's a gear, but I just don't think it is. Those gears wouldn't ever fit in anything, and it's actually set up. Is that, it's not brass, is it?
I don't know. I'm just not getting it.
There's brass under there. Yeah, that's, look, right there. That is killer. That is, I found a lot of 1920 stuff out here, like your 1919 coin. So that's very Art Deco is what that is. And that's it, that's the base to something. Do you see that's brass shining through?
I'm gonna look. Oh yeah, it does look like.
Sorry to take that from you, but nice job. I mean, those two go together. I work in the, like you are, out in the bushes and stuff. The sundial and the turquoise 925. Look how thick that is. That's my silver disc of the day. Right on, right on.
Here's my disc of the day.
Yeah. Well, and the wheat.
And the weedy.
And the axe, that is old profile. Man, no one would even use an axe that heavy.
I know, huh? Right?
That's basically like a wedge, you know? Very high screechy signal here after an hour of digging. Everything, as they say. Oh. It's probably that right there. Which, ooh, don't cut yourself. Jeez. It's a brass or copper pipe looking thing that appears to be closed off at that end somehow. We will look at it closer, but that's what it was. We'll check the hole, but oh, it was a solid screeching 81. Alright, we have a screeching 83 signal. Clean out the hole in case it's hiding right there, because right now all of a sudden, okay, back into the thick crazy of it again. Hey, that's a pretty old little reflector light. I wonder if it's glass or plastic. Well, it's cool though. Square bolts. Ooh, drama! We lost the pinpointer because it didn't have its lanyard on it.
It's right on.
The lanyard fell off? Yeah, but the lanyard fell off of you. There it is. Oh yeah, no, see? If one end of this is hooked to you,
Thank you.
you're down here detecting in this? Wow.
I assume it's that.
That's determination.
Hold this. And it's good because I did find a grommet down here.
I haven't ever done this area before because it's usually so thick. These are all bushes that would have leaves and slope. But there are flat platforms up here that were water towers, and there was just so much that went on here. And right here in slope, piece of quartz, piece of metal, and then we see an old plate. See the cracks in there? So it's been aged. So I think we're gonna creep around here and see what got kicked down and forgotten. Lots of sheet metal and old tin can pieces, and these will give you a high signal because you know, if it's round like a ring, big and flat so it reflects back well, it'll give you a false high signal because it thinks it's good too. We've worked our way all the way up here, but this is what I mean about the top of the hill. See that? That's a stacked wall. The end's right about there, but you can see that it is. There's a terrain above it, all flat and levied off. And it goes up all through here. It's probably retainment because the flat area is right up above there, so. But it could have been a garden terrace too, so this could be somebody's front yard. The best signal of the day is sitting right here. It sounds like a solid 89. I knew I had to turn on the camera because it's at the very end of the wall, sitting there on the wall. Oh, actually, I see what it is. Okay, that'll do it. Now, there are waterworks above here, so it's been sitting there for a while. There it is, dealing with a lot of metal here. I mean, big metal, smaller metal, and these are actually coils of wire here in the background. They go all through this poison oak. So yeah, we're having a go at it here. Back in the good, loamy, open ground, and didn't expect to get another high signal out here because it's been beaten and beaten. But, oh, it's a piece of aluminum. Never mind. Smile. Well, this is what I found in this campground. You can see how many old pop tops and pull tabs there are. And, you know, our best find of the day sounded just like one of them, and the best find I've ever found in my life sounded like one of them. Here's some common opal, which is one of the things that's out here. Just a little piece. Nails. Here's our 2 earrings of the day. This one might be silver. Might be a brooch also, I'm not sure. 4 zinc pennies. 1 1973. A Redhead Reliance 12 gauge shotgun. Here's our bullets. Well, don't laugh at me, the woodpeckers are laughing at me. Because we found, look how thick that piece of silver is. We found our round silver thing in the hole. So, yay. I think that's destined to be a necklace now. And you?
So all my rings, depending upon how you look at the world. And The lovely fluorescent green is in this year. Aluminum, melted or not, debris. Copper line out of a vehicle maybe, or whatever. This nice little cute thing.
Wow, that's cool.
It's something.
Yeah, it was. It was hammered on there.
My giant stove parts. My axe head, first find of the day. I thought I had another coin in here. That's what I thought I was doing.
And this that's covered in rust, but it's just because of where it was buried. I think that's actually an Art Deco piece.
So interesting enough, this is a little bronzish color, very heavy little melted blob of something. So I don't know if it's brass or not, but bronze at least, but it's very gold-like in, not gold-like in color, but orangish gold in color. But very heavy for a little melted blob. It was my dime day, so I found 2003 new penny Lincoln, and my new dime was a
2003 Denver Mint.
Okay, so 2003. But my weedy
1972.
72 and a 68 was my
Awesome.
68 dime, my
Yep.
oldest dime, and of course, maybe not the find of the day, but it's my second oldest coin. I love the base. This brass base is going to clean up nicely. But this is a 1919 S San Francisco Mint weedy, and it's a beaut. So my second oldest coin ever. All in all, a great day. An axe head, a brass base lamp, a 1919, even a 68 dime, a couple weights. But it was a great day. The sun was out, even though it's kind of cold in California, but it's a beautiful day. And the quest goes on.
Hey, I hope you liked the video. If you did, please hit the subscribe button below. Helps the quest for details grow. I appreciate the support. And if you double click the bell icon next to it, you'll get a notification each time we put out a new video.